What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. Alright guys, I got some disheartening news here, and I'm really hoping, for the love of God and for all of us as a community, that what I'm about to show you guys is a lapse of judgment and a mistake and something that's not been going on behind the scenes. Now, as you guys are aware, I have a team of testers on my Discord, including myself, who does a lot of testing, and they came up with a very interesting find the last few days. So we went back hunting, and I'm talking about, like, we went back pretty far, without, like, probably May till now, to see if this change was indicated anywhere. Now, this is a topic about shadow nerfing. If you guys know anything about shadow nerfing, it's probably one of the most despicable things that a developer can do. Again, I'm not pointing fingers right now, because I'll be real with you guys. I know Netmarble has a reputation in the past, but they have done us a solid this time around with this game, and they've been very open and upfront about everything that they've pretty much been putting through, except we have caught them in a few lies. And this is where my dilemma stands. I'm going to take you guys back to early access. You guys remember when I found out that crit damage didn't work, right? When I made the video to prove it, other testers came out and said the same thing, like, hey Payne, here's more data. So I started showing the data. And what happened? A day later, maybe 2 days later, Netmarble comes out and goes, oh shoot, sorry guys, crit damage doesn't work. We're like, really? We're almost a month into early access and that has not once been indicated. So we knew they knew what was going on. They just never really told us that it was happening, which was very fishy and, you know, kind of disingenuous. At the same time, just a little bit scary that a developer can just take that route at any time, and we as players kind of have to take their word on it. So where am I going with all this? Well, it seems like another one of these things have happened. All right. Before I continue going on here and talking about the whole shadow nerf topic, and this is addressed to Netmarble, so I really do hope, guys, as one of your bigger content creators for this game, you listen, and you listen good, because this is not going to fly with the community. Or your content creators. Don't be doing this shit. So let me go back. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm going to go to a video. The reason why I got out here is I'm going to go to a video here. And this video specifically talks about Emma. All right, now this video was made 2 months ago. Okay, I'm going to show you guys real quick. You guys can see here 2 months ago. All right, Emma's top tier says, see, what is it? 19K views, 2 months. Okay, this is pretty far back. And I mean, if we go even further, I can show you guys the exact date. This was provided on, if I go back here, sorry, Emma, let me just search it up again. May 15th, all right? There's a reason why this date matters, okay? May 15th. On May 15th, when I made this video about Emma being OP, and she was the limited banner at the time, if you look at the advancement 4, so first I'll shout out to my testing guys for finding this out. This wasn't me, this is my testing guys. So shout out to you guys on my Discord. Well done, and I'm more than happy to bring this up. You can see here at advancement 4, she has the user's HP increases by 10%. Kosher. 10% increase, cool. Pretty standard, right? So fast forward through a couple of the actual notes that came out, the notices, right? And we were trying to figure out where this change happened. I'm going to show you guys real quick what the change is, but I want to talk about the actual notices here. We started looking, so Sesko, Wanderer, and a couple others started looking into it, and we were trying to figure out exactly what the hell happened. So we went back to all the notes, all the developer notes, okay? And this is important because the developer notes are proof that things are happening the way it's supposed to. So here's one example here. You look down and you find Emma right there, passive details, heat emission at 15 instances, the heat emission effect goes to 7.777. They made that change. That change is actually implemented. Advancement tier 3 applies 5 instances when entering the stage. Cool, that one works. Okay, so that was done on... this is done on July 31st, okay? So go back even further. Let's go back even further. This is now done on July 10th, all right? If you go further down here, you'll find Emma somewhere. There she is, Burning Pride. Her increase was based off her max HP's 177 versus... So again, nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Nothing to do with tier 4, all right, or advancement 4. Let's go back even further. Now, this is May 29th. This is when a lot of the hunter adjustments were done, and we were all very surprised. You can see here, advancement tier 0, when the user hits basic attack, gets hit, the absorption happens twice versus once. That is the only change they made. That's all we could literally scour through and find on Emma's changes. So fast forward till today, I don't know when this happened. I think this happened during this update, maybe even a bit earlier. But if you look at Emma now, I'm going to go to Emma. This is my free to play, so she won't be advancement 4, but you can see advancement 4. right here, you guys see the difference? Yeah. Yeah, they cut her HP by half. Now, that might not be a lot to some folks, but that's a lot to me. And that's a lot to anybody else who plays gachas and understands that shadow nerfing is one of the worst things a developer can do in the game. So Netmarble, if you're watching this and you get a hold of this video somehow, you got to come clean on this one. This is going back now to almost early access days where crit damage wasn't working and you guys had to be called out on it for you to identify it. Now, I don't know if this is a lapse in judgment or somebody missed this in the notes. It could very well happen. Again, you guys have been very forthcoming with all your information, and I'm proud of you as a developer because you have had communication with all of us, and it's been fantastic. It's just shit like this that kind of puts us in a predicament where we're like, we don't know how much more of this you've done because we can't test every single update on every single character, right? This is an odd one. I'm not even sure how somebody found this. I guess somebody is an avid Emma user, and they were like, wait a second, my HP is lower than normal. Probably went back and checked and found the user HP was at 5% rather than 10%, which again is a significant difference when you start adding up all HP, because HP is a massive number, right? It's one of the easiest numbers to get up in the game. Like, this is huge, right? This is a big deal. So I'm really hoping this practice of shadow nerfing is not something that you guys are planning to continue to do, or if this was something that you guys plan to do, you guys just never informed us. You guys got to be more diligent about that. Like, you guys are doing a great job already as it is communicating. Your team has just got has to do a better job of letting us know when things like this happen, because all we've seen so far have been buffs, right? Nerfing is a very taboo thing in gachas because people pay for these units. And when you nerf a unit that somebody paid for because you found it to be, you know, X, Y, and Z and unfair for some reason, you have to understand there's paying customers that paid for a product, and that product is subject to change, but we need to know when that's going to happen. It's like going into a dealership and, you know, paying for a Porsche and then riding the Porsche for 3 months and all of a sudden transforms into a Pinto. That should have been in the fine print somewhere, right? People paid for Porsche, not for Pinto. So for young folks, Pinto, let's compare it to, like, I don't know, a Hyundai. I don't know. Sorry for Hyundai owners. Anyways, you get my point. It's very taboo to, first off, to nerf your paid characters, but even worse, to shadow nerf it without letting anybody know about it. That is literally the worst possible thing, in my opinion, a developer could do outside of closing a game down and reopening it with a new name and, you know, deleting everyone's money spent in memory. That is probably the worst thing you can do, but this is a close second. So Netmarble, please understand this is something that will not fly. You cannot be doing this to your community, and you should know better. You're a huge developer, and you've done a fantastic job, as I've been saying to everybody, a fantastic job of keeping us in the loop of everything that you've been going on. Don't all of a sudden make this a thing that's real and start stooping to this level, because it's not going to work. No one's going to put up with it. You're going to start losing a lot of players if you start shadow nerfing. So for all of you guys who didn't know, I just want to put you in the know of what's happening. Let me know in the comment below what you guys think. Now, before all of you Netmarble haters start flocking in here and just shitting all over Netmarble, let's give them a chance, right? Let's be real. Let's give them a chance to address this, and I hope they do. For those who want to put this in the forums for them to see, please feel free to do so. Link this video if you have to. I don't give a shit if I get in trouble for bashing them for this, but at the same time, I do want a little bit of an explanation, I guess, is what I'm looking for, why this was missed. If it was an honest mistake, then hey, say it's an honest mistake. But I also now am curious how many more quote-unquote honest mistakes were made behind the scenes that we don't know about. And I personally don't have the capacity to test every single patch. Most of you guys don't. Outside of the new unit and new modes, I don't have time to go back and look at every other unit that I barely touch or use. So if you guys know of any other things, please let me know in the comment section. But this is something that cannot happen. This is not a practice that is moral. There's no integrity behind this. There's no respect behind this. You guys got to do better. And please, I hope you guys do address this in an upcoming developer's note and let us know why this happened, and either correct it back to 10% and say, sorry, that was a mishap on our end, or give us an explanation of why this debuff or why this nerf happened to a character when all of your other characters have been being buffed, including her. Please let us know. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.